Welcome back to Slice for Parents' Night is today. Parents and grandparents. All of the Monroe Avalanche teams are playing here today and wrapping up a day of hockey with the high school. First up is the JV. The Cheesemakers will are hosting, I should say, Kenosha Thunder. Varsity coming off of a victory at Baraboo on Tuesday. Earlier this week, Monroe was victorious 4-2. Brock Brandley was in net for the Cheesemakers. Had a chance to ask him how many saves he had. He thought about 14. So I'm assuming Brock will be in net for the JV game today, and then well, maybe I don't want to assume anything. Kyle is taking shots as we speak, as the JV warms up. I guess we have 4 minutes of warm-up time. That would make sense. This will be my, I guess, technically second look at the JV squad. I had a chance to see them on the home opener. Was unable to stream that match though. I didn't have all my equipment with me. You think, stuff would be exactly where you left it when you took it home, and it actually it was. I didn't pick up the right backpack apparently. We have all that stuff today. Was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday when Monroe went up to Baraboo. The JV was scheduled to go to Janesville, but that match was canceled. So everybody then went to Baraboo. Cheesemakers had a full squad for that match. I have never understood why the song that's playing in the background is Holiday Road by Lindsey Buckingham. At the end of the song, there's a dog barking, and I've never understood that right now. It was in the movie National Lampoon's Vacation, the very first one. I didn't understand the dog barking then. I certainly don't understand why the dog is barking on the record version either. I did get to see the Monroe Bantams, the Avalanche Bantams, play just prior to this game. After I got done setting up, they took on, is it Wanakee? And Avalanche were victorious in a thriller. I think the final score was 3-2. It's an excellent match for parents and grandparents night. All right, we are coming up on 5 seconds remaining in warm-up, so I'm going to assume we're going to get started. And we can come out of our cage and say that we're doing just fine. Just as a scheduling reminder, I will be live streaming the Monroe Bantams Avalanche, their home tournament coming up here in about a month. It's in January. Megged him. Wonder if the JV numbers are the same as varsity numbers. I'm gonna hope so. So I'll be streaming the Monroe Avalanche Bantam Tournament, home tournament in January, and then in the end of February, I'll also be live streaming the Pee Wee, their home tournament, as I did last year. Had blast doing that. All right, so starting in net for cheesemakers today will be number 1, Kyle Theron. So I'm going to assume that Brock's going to get the start then. The varsity match, unless Kyle just plays a period and then Brock comes in. We'll see. We'll have to see how it plays out. All right, goal is ready. I think I'm ready. We'll see. Monroe controls the opening puck drop. And Monroe scores. I should have changed my camera for that. So 19 seconds actually. And Monroe with the early lead. Very early. Can't hardly get much more earlier. Puck goes out of play. I'll have to get my little foot pedal. So I can switch cameras a little bit quicker. And a 50-50 shot, I guessed wrong. Kind of deflects it up into the net. And Kyle will put a paw on that one as kind of hit towards him. Monroe turns it over in their zone, but Kyle swats it out of there with his steak. Shot was deflected. It popped up about 10 feet from hitting the ceiling. Monroe gets it up to mid-ice before Kenosha grabs possession of the puck. Centering pass finds a number 24. I'll have to see who that is this year. It was Christian last year. Jaron dumps it down, and they'll change out 3. And Jaron comes out. I don't think that one got to Kyle. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Good shot there by Brody Kane. That flung out of there by Thunder player. That'll be off. Should have been offside. Kyle deflects that. Shot attempt up and away. Looks like we have a Kenosha penalty. Excuse me, a Kenosha penalty. Yeah, number 41. So Monroe will have a shot at a power play. Brody Good gets it up to his teammate there. Number 21, Brady Stewart. Redirect right in front of the net was almost done, but by number 24, Owen Hicks. As Kyle corrals that puck and hands it off to Brody Good. Shot by Owen. Oops, wrong button. Thankfully, it's warm enough today that this weather isn't going to be an issue. It's been kind of a rainy mist pretty much all day. Could have put a dent on the festivities today had it been right on the line of freezing or snow. Puck goes out of play. It's like we'll drop it at center, I guess. Good enough place. So, under 40 seconds remaining in Monroe's power play. Kenosha doing a good job of killing it so far. Tyson takes a shot. Thunder goalie deflected it off to his right. It's Monroe trying to take advantage of the extra man. Shot goes wide as well. Can't see. So that shot, even though they didn't blow the whistle, shot went into the stands. So we'll have a face-off here. Owen trying to take a shot again. Deflected off the Thunder leg. That shot just tapped. Shot misses high. So we are back at even strength. I kind of forgot to say that. Kenosha successfully killed the power play by Monroe, but Monroe comes back and scores one at full strength. See who gets that. They don't announce them in JV games? Is that Tyson? So Monroe leads 2-0 early on. Well, about halfway through, I guess, the first period. Good stop by Kyle. Kyle able to reel it in like a tractor beam finally. Kenosha's been able to do a pretty decent job early on of keeping the puck down in Monroe's zone, but they just haven't gotten off any shots. And Monroe has done a very good job of taking advantage of its opportunities, except for the power play. Looked like the Milwaukee Crunch. Stick save by stick save by the goalie. I think that was Marlies Brandley. Her younger brother was in net for the Bantams. Younger than Kyle. Or Brock. Going through a Rolodex of names. Brady and Brody over there. Kane and Stewart, I should have specified. We're under 5 minutes to play now. Kenosha players straddling the blue line, making sure he wasn't offsides. Pass up to Tyson. It shoots and it goes off the pipe. We have a penalty coming up on Kenosha. That's slashing, I believe. Where are we gonna? Okay. Wasn't quite sure where the penalty was blown at, but Monroe had its second opportunity at a power play. Kenosha killed off the first one. Shot by Stewart is saved by the goalie. It's a good shot. It's a good stop, too. Shot squeaks through the Monroe center in between the center and the goalie. Pretty good, had that shot deflected. Monroe being patient with this power play. Like Kenosha players try to get on his back like a backpack. Owen has that shot deflected. We have referee counting, and Monroe has too many people on the ice. So Monroe player will that's Owen that will serve the time for the Cheesemakers. So we have a 4-on-4 now. That's one of those penalties, the too many men on the ice. I'm surprised doesn't happen more often because of just the speed of hockey. Usually if it is called, it's due to people are changing out lines. Somebody will either take a little bit too long to get off or get on a little bit too early. Well, Jaron is going to pick up a penalty of his own. Jaron, I think, forgot that this is hockey and not football. It was a good block for an offensive lineman. Would have opened up a nice hole for the running back. So Kenosha will have a power play opportunity. It's 5-on-3 actually. And they'll have a 5-on-3 for a minute. They're able to get the puck down to the other end. And there's 53 seconds left of the first power play. They forgot the puck behind the goalie. Monroe's like, that's cool. We'll take the extra time. You can leave the puck back there all day if you want. Because it's the giving season. Shot by Kenosha is stopped either by Kyle or the pipe. It made a weird sound, so it could have hit Kyle's stick. Doesn't really matter as long as it didn't go in. That one deflected by Brody Good before it got to Kyle. That shot by Kenosha goes wide right, Kyle's left. Glove save by Kyle. Owen on his horse to get down there. He gets off a short-handed shot. It was off target, but it's good hustle. That'll be icing. You hate to see it if you're Kenosha. Ice on a power play, but with 9 seconds left, the scoreboard showing actually 9.6. Jaron has 4 seconds remaining in his power play. Marlies takes a shot. Deflected though. Stewart couldn't get a clean shot off, and that'll be the end of the first period. Monroe leading 2-0. And for the JV game, they run the ZAM after 2 periods of play, so we'll have a short 1 minute intermission before we start the second. Mr. Broadside. Hard to believe that we're coming up on Christmas. Christmas is less than 10 days away. That sounds just crazy to say. 9 days. 9 days and it's Christmas. For Monroe, we'll be back here on Tuesday on a varsity only. There is no JV game, I'm told. As the Cheesemakers will take on Milton. Milton. Every time I say that, I think I'm saying Middleton. So I try to make it a very concerted effort to enunciate it very clearly, but it still sounds really close to Middleton for some reason in my head. So they're taking on Milton. Rematch of the first game of the year when the Cheesemakers, almost said Broncos. The Cheesemakers were victorious. The first game of the Beloit Thanksgiving Day, or Thanksgiving Turkey Tournament. Whatever the hell they call that. So Monroe controls the tip on the second period, as they did the first. Puck gets out of the zone, so Kenosha will have to get everybody out. Monroe gets it. Jaron actually hits it down. Kenosha has a breakaway opportunity off the pipe and in. So Kenosha gets on the board. Within the first minute of the second period. So the second period starts off similarly to the first period, except just the other team scored. I thought for a second that thing was gonna jump up and over. Nice shot, nice save. Brady Stewart with the shot right in front of the goalie. The goalie able to react quick like a cat. Gets a glove on it. Tweet, tweet. That'll be icing on Monroe. So back down to turn one we go. Tyson looking for a teammate centered it, but it was not a cheesemaker there. That'll be a penalty on Kenosha. Five-minute major. So it's a 5-2. So the 5-minute is on number 2 for Kenosha. I did not catch what the penalty was, but it was down in the corner. I couldn't see it. I'm going to assume it was if it's a 5-minute. If it's a 5-2, it's got to be to the head. Oh, he had Owen streaking, and that's deflected and in. So Monroe will take advantage of the extra man. Glove saved by Kyle. Elbow. So Landon Stetler with the penalty for Monroe, using the people's elbow. Referee wants new centers for whatever, or one new center for whatever reason. I would love to know why they do that at times. Kyle with the initial save. Monroe gets it out of the zone. It'll be icing. So back down we go. So we're at even strength for another minute 30, minute 36. Brady Stewart gets it across blue line and takes a shot. Glove save. Well, it hit the glove and then it popped up and went behind him. That was people for Kenosha off to my right. Not happy with the Kenosha player. Therefore, not. Guess we're over here. Whew. Puck hopped up right in front of Kyle. Kyle had laser focus on it though and was able to I think a 15-year-old just said that he's old. I guess bad news for him. Oops, I forgot to start the clock. Owen was shielded by the stripes. Good job waiting for his team to get back. By Brody. With 26 seconds. Left for Landon. Puck goes out of play. Like it was heading towards Clarno Lumber there. Kenosha faithful not happy about something. Landon's out of the box. Apparently I have a little flack of something on my monitor that I keep thinking is the puck, and it's not. Here I thought I was just doing a really good job of keeping the puck in the middle of the monitor. Not the case, apparently. Shot deflected before it gets to Kyle. And Kenosha's doing a good job of killing this power play. Monroe was on a power play, right? Yeah. Ducking your head for it, Kyle. You got a helmet on? Probably instinct, actually. Quite sure I would. Brady Stewart with the laser beam. Just absolutely buried the net. So, under 8 minutes now. Monroe tacks on to their lead. 4-1 now as they turn it over in their zone. That usually doesn't end well. Kenosha's 5-minute major is over, but the offending player remains in the box. Sandwood. Puck goes out of play. Looks like it went up over by the Tower of Power. Puck gets across the blue line. Up to Hans Brandt, who tries to get it down to Brody Kane. Kyle with the stop there as we come up to 6 minutes remaining in the second period. No music? Oh, it's Stacy's mom. I thought it was the System of the Down song. After I don't know how many years, finally, I wouldn't say learned. I was educated on the actual lyrics in Living After Midnight by Judas Priest. I'll explain more of that at intermission. Puck scoots behind Marlies. It's a free puck. Sign the contract. 2-on-1 for the Cheesemakers. Both teams need to focus on the puck here. Nice stick block there by Hans. Kyle deflects it over into the turn 2 with his blocker. Ooh. That was Hans Brandt with the goal there. Shoot. I almost missed it. 5-1 now. Monroe JV in control of this one so far. We need an announcer for the JV games. I thought he was going to take a shot at his old goalie for a second. I have seen that happen before. Jaron, what you got? Backhands it across over to. Is that good? I'll be icing on Kenosha, so back down we go. Turn 4. Business trip. Two on one for Kenosha. Shot goes off the post. Another 2-on-1 for Kenosha. 3-on-1 maybe. Not able to get a shot at the goal. Kyle gloves that. Okay. They blow the whistle that time. I don't know why they didn't blow the whistle previously. He was Kyle was holding on to the puck pretty clearly. And the whistle, Kyle's like, fine, I'll just put it down. He had a teammate there. We're at 10 seconds to play here in the first period. Throttle it or throttle it? I vote for throttling it. Okay, so after 2 periods of play, Monroe JV leads Kenosha 5-1. Why do I have so many drop frames? So in the song Living After Midnight by Judas Priest, Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Judas Priest, by the way, there is a line that goes, I set my sights and then hone in, which makes a lot more sense than what I thought it was, but I thought it was, I set my sights on little old men. It's not. I set my sights and then hone in. Judas Priest will be on tour. They might be on tour right now, but they're going to be on tour for sure next year. Apparently, Connor doesn't want an interview. So unofficially, I have Kenosha with 21 shots, Monroe with 18. So once again, those are unofficial. Kind of ballpark figures. Pretty even. Watching the Zam is really boring. All depends on who's zamming. Some people make zamming very interesting to watch. Quick hockey trivia. John F. Kennedy was 43 when he was inaugurated as president. 43. Who was the first NHL player to have 10 hat tricks in one season? I feel like the answer is Wayne Gretzky, but if it was before Wayne Gretzky, I don't know. Bobby Orr? And how did the Zamboni get its name? Those two questions. I wasn't mentally prepared for another question. The Zamboni got its name. Wasn't the guy that invented it? His last name Zamboni? Isn't that it? I'm not using Google. My hand's too cold to pull out of my pocket to use Google. So Gretzky was the answer to the first question. What's the answer to the Zamboni question? The company that invented it did not know what to call it, and the company's name was Zamboni, named after the founder. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say that my answer was correct. Technically, kind of. How are you doing today, Mr. Rosensteel? Dan or Ethan? Dan, happy birthday. Happy late birthday. No ice. Turnover. Turnover. X finds the back of the net. I think Kyle thought he may have had it. So all three periods start with a goal before the first minute. Okay. Dump down, and Kenosha will change out 2. Kyle with the initial save. A penalty coming up on number 4, Bo Janicki. The Kenosha player then slid into the board. Two-minute penalty for Bo. We'll put Kenosha on a power play. Kenosha players getting up slowly. Holding the back of his head. Looks like that'll be they're gonna err on the cautious side, and the Kenosha player is going to go into the locker room. So we certainly hope that the player is okay. Kenosha will be on a power play then. It's blocked by Kyle. Chest protector block. And then gloves it. Initial stop by Kyle, and Monroe clears it out. Oh, fooled me. That'll be icing on Kenosha. That's the second time Kenosha has iced it while being on the power play. Kyle able to get enough of his glove on it to knock it into the protected netting there. So we'll drop it. So did he shoot it from this side? Apparently. Thought it was going to be dropped over at the other side, but doesn't matter. Kenosha continues their power play after Bo Janicki got called. I don't know what the call was, if it was tripping or what the official call was, but I think it was tripping because the Kenosha player then slid, of course, the ice being slippery. Kyle, you got to be more protective with the puck there, buddy. The Kenosha player slid then, went head first into the boards. Hopefully just a case of got his bell rung. What's the whistle for? This will be a penalty on Brady Stewart. There's actually 3 seconds remaining in the other power play, and Kenosha gets a wide open look at the back door and takes advantage of that. So, coming up on 10 and a half remaining in this one. Kenosha gets another goal on the board, taking advantage of the Brady Stewart penalty. So, power play goal by Kenosha. Kenosha down by 2 now. Got a clog up over there. That was a shot from just inside the blue line. Not sure that was the best option. Maybe hoping for something. But Monroe doesn't have to really push this, as they have a 2-stroke lead. A give and go by Monroe ends in a goal. It's a good pass by number 23, Brody Kane. Finds the back of the net. Monroe goes back on a 3-goal advantage, 6-3. Oh, and trying to get it, but just got kind of knocked away from the puck just enough. Monroe will clear it. That'll be icing, though. Hey. So far, it's been a pretty good year for predicting icing. We'll see how that percentage looks after the 2 tournaments, though. One of the refs is at the scores table. I'm not sure what. So I don't know what that was about. Nothing on the scoreboard changed. The official scoreboard, that is. The shot goes up into the net, the back net. It's out of play. Pass just ahead of Brody Kane. Shot goes in. Oh, you missed it. Hans got the goal then. That's a good shot. Pretty happy with my choice of cameras on that one. With the main camera, I did not see that the goalie swung at it to get it out of there and whiffed it. Shot gets past. Kyle is kind of came from an area that I wasn't expecting it. Seven to 4 now. Kind of stops that one, though. Saw that one coming. .545 remaining in the game. Monroe clinging onto a 7-4 lead. Good D there by number 8, Landon. High stick is the call on Landon. I spoke too soon. So Kenosha will have another opportunity at a power play. This game far from over. Kenosha on another power play. And they get the power play goal. That looked like it was on the rebound on the other side. So the Thunder take advantage of their power play pretty quickly and cut the lead to 2, 5-7 now with 5:19 remaining in the game. Nice move. Tried to get it over to Brady Stewart. Would have needed a couple more Wheaties to do that. Nice pass. Gonna have an offsides, I believe, is that. Or not. What, I don't know why we're down here. Tyson tried to get it down into the Kenosha zone, but he was outnumbered 3-1. Kyle sees that one coming all the way and puts a glove on it. Cross ice pass finds Tyson, who then takes a hit, and that's going to be a Kenosha penalty. As the referee's going to Major. Okay. So the whole problem here is that he didn't have the puck. If he'd had the puck, it'd be fine. As that puck looks out, that goes into the top row. Player took too many steps while holding the puck. Ah. Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate that. Turnover. Kyle able to get his stick or glove or something on it. Stopped it from going in. Know some people that need to take the rest to church tomorrow, that's for sure. Puck went out of play, I believe. That shot finds the back of the net for Monroe. That is number 4. Bo Janicki with the Monroe goal. Kenosha goalie may have been screened there. Monroe remains on a power play since it was a major penalty on number 43. Icing though on Monroe. So Monroe will finish this game on a power play. Probably. Maybe. Unless they themselves commit a foul, and then we'll have a 4-on-4. Centering pass finds his guy, but Kyle with the stop. Quick whistle, though. I think the oh, is there a penalty? Or just a nope? It's a Monroe penalty on Bo Janicki. So I spoke too soon, and we have a 4-on-4. Never mind, we have a 5-on-4. Why is there? Why do they have 5? So Kenosha's on a. Oh, okay. Kenosha. What the hell am I trying to say? Kenosha pulled their goalie. Monroe ices that. Shouldn't be running the clock yet. So once again, Kenosha pulled their goalie. Number 7, Hands looking for a hat trick. Just shoot it. So Hans passes up on a hat trick, unless he got the first goal. I didn't see. So Bo, yeah, very easily confused today apparently. Coming up on a minute to play. Two on one for Monroe. It'll be a penalty on Monroe. So that's a 5-minute major on Owen. Oh, there's a Kenosha player down by the turn 1, the opening door. And that player is just going to go straight over to the locker room since there's 23 seconds remaining. Shot for the blue line. Too much congestion. And that will put a wrap on the JV game. Which saw a couple of Kenosha players get injured. I didn't see the last one, but as he was walking towards the locker room, he was holding the back of his head as well. So we hope that that player will be okay and won't have any negative effects. So I'm going to change out some graphics, and we'll be back with the varsity. The JV game holds on, and actually, I missed a goal. Wins 9-5. I will see you at the start, before the start of the varsity game. We'll be back here for starting lineups and the banner. Thanks for watching. Be good to yourself. Be good to your suit. Careful driving if it's colder outside than what my watch says it is.